Game 3 here in the Midlands of South Carolina between 12th-ranked Gamecocks and the Kentucky Wildcats. It is Monday. Of course, that means it is a mic'd-up Monday, and we've got the head coach at Carolina, Ashley Chastain-Woodard, mic'd up all evening long in her first campaign, and what a success story it has been. A few weeks, going back to the series win against LSU. Hutchins charging this one to Lelio in center field, and there's one away.
We had a great conversation with Coach, as you mentioned.
And then the potential of Neely Lamb coming in high leverage later on. Jory Hurd could connect the dots there. Sharply to Rhodey at first. There's two away. This one swatted down the right field line, tracking, and that's a fair ball. Knight couldn't catch up to it. Aiming for third is Blum. And Allie Blum keeps the inning alive for UK. And a spark here to begin with a runner at third base and 2 outs. This season for Allie Blum. And here's Plotz. Nubs one over to Rhodey at first to end the threat. Kress escapes home half of the first inning coming up. Game.
Wanted to make a better debut than game 1. 0.1 innings pitched. A third of that and giving up 3 earned runs. I love it. No,
you know what I mean?
Pretty particular.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would say more basic than particular. Over to shortstop. And Reisner in time for out number 2. Well, Lelio and Shelton. That streak continues here that we referenced. Fly ball lifted to right. It'll stay in the park. And underneath is Plotz for out 3. To retire the side of 1-2-3 home half. The first scoreless. 2 in the win in game 1. Popped up foul territory behind third base, and Ella Chansey is there.
You got to be able to get runners on to even sacrifice. So I think they've got to make better adjustments. And
sharply to Chansey for out number 2. Well, you mentioned earlier, I think you were...
Game 1, they gave at least 7 free passes up to South Carolina.
Out in front of that pitch was Madison Clark. 1-2-3 frame for Sam Gress. Bottom of the second coming up. The league has only gotten stronger. And a walk for Chansey. Lead things off here. Bottom of the second. You take a look at the standings. It shows just a small idea of how deep the conference is. Slow roller over to short. Only play for Reisner would be at first, but the throw is wide. And now South in plays that have decided at least one of the games. Over to first. And a nice job for Zarelli to look the runner back to third. Knight in her 6th season. Slowly to third, and Gamecock's going to plate the first run of the game. Throw back across towards third is not in time. So the second out of the inning, Abigail Knight drives in the first run, however.
The Knight, that ball is on the chalk. I don't know how she got to it, but she did just enough to get Chansey to bring in the first run of the game. Really good job.
Weekend for UK. They had the off week in terms of SEC play, and they decided to go up to Beantown in Boston to play a series against BU. Won a couple of games, and the third out here comes from Reisner deep in the hole at short. Gamecocks on the board single day, so that's always a bit of a challenge, but heavily involved obviously in between innings. Hammer to Chansey, off the glove, over to Blankenship. 5-6-3 on the first pitch of the slow roller over to Rhodey at first. All right.
Outfielder continuing to communicate, making sure everyone's on the same page.
Second time through the order. Inside for ball 4, and the inning continues. Allie Hutchins, a good take. Fly ball to left. just short of the track. And Vincent makes the grab. Cat strand a runner at first. Ashley, you're from Elgin. And this one hit on a laser to left. Nice play by Mitchell in left field. One up, one down for Carolina there, but it was a chance to jump in the portal knowing you want to end up at one school, and then that one school decided, you know what, we're going to take a chance on you. Here's Lelio. One hopper to first. And just like that, there's two away.
Well, that's a kid with a dream.
Carly's brother plays down in Florida. Gators will be featured on SEC Network this Saturday against second-ranked Arkansas. And now Shelton flies out. And a quick inning for Carolina. Rachel Lawson, head coach of the Wild. I like that. Could be like a handle on Instagram. Via the wheels.
Got some legs on her.
Into right center field, and Blum's aboard. Leadoff batter standing at first base. And Carolina's only allowed 9 stolen bases on the season, and Lexi Winter is a big reason why. 1-1 over to Chansey, aiming for 2. There's the turn for the double play.
He is high intensity and really tuned into the game, and I think it makes everybody better.
Mitchell to left, and an easy play for Vincent. 1-0 our score. Gamecocks in front. Bottom of the 4th coming up.
Supporting her in her coaching journey at South Carolina, but how nice that she's down the road.
Ariana Rhodey sends this one into foul territory, and enough real estate over in right field.
To her arms.
You get a dugout full of puppies. It's going to be splendid. Here's Chansey, and that was just foul.
Some emotional support animals this game.
Winning all those championships. Up the middle. Nice play, and the grab and the reach by Reisner. Not in time. And with one away, Chansey standing at first base for Carolina. That's happened so far. Julie Kelly has been really solid in the circle so far for the Cats, keeping UK in it. Right back to the glove. It knocked it off barehanded. The toss to first is in time. Well, right on cue, Julie Kelly. 2 balls and no strikes to Blankenship. Scorched over to second. Donaldson is there to retire the side. More to come. You would have to think down the stretch. And certainly rock solid position. Be a top 16 seed. Popped up, foul territory. She knew that maybe this team had a chance to be special. Bunted right back to the circle, and Clark is retired on 1 pitch. 2 quick outs.
Goes to show the kind of community and the kind of culture that Coach fosters.
Shelton's got a run to catch up to it and fires that throw wide right from her perspective. It's a tough play. Fly ball towards the gap. Vincent, no problem. And the side is retired. 1-0 Carolina.
Game, you heard it from Coach herself. She's been hitting her spots, but she's typically been an inning eater throughout the course of this season. In her 5th inning today, only 2 times this season has she gone 5 innings.
We were talking about the 2nd, 3rd time through.
Game was 1-0 like we're seeing right now, so trying to get that insurance.
Over to third, drop briefly, and Hutchins over to first. Recovers in time, and a nice play.
South Carolina with a ton of discipline at the plates, not biting.
Over to second. Donaldson is there. Advancing to third will be McKnight. There's 2 away. A productive out for Heath. Field spots next season if necessary, but inner half called strike 3. Gamecocks strand a runner at third. 1-0 our score. Top of the 6th coming up next. That part of her game. Slowly to second. Shelton trots over and in time. Bang bang play at first. Is that a clear and obvious overturn would be my first question. I mean, that look may be the best angle, and the ball is entering the glove. To me, right before
After
the
video
foot
review,
hits.
the call on the field is upheld. That is Kentucky's first challenge of the game.
I snuck that in about a second before that was delivered.
About her hands and why she changed them, and she said that she just did it, felt comfortable, and she stood with it.
And a base hit into left field with one away. Larry is aboard, the junior from Riverside, California, King High School. Within the next pitch or two, the inning is ended. This one hit sharply to Blankenship, stabs it out of the air, and there's two away.
And it happens yet again, but
And really outside of the two-out triple by Blum, has held UK in check. Second strikeout. Cats lone run this weekend coming via the solo blast. Cassie Reisner back in game one on Saturday night. Good piece of hitting for Carly Shelton here. Leadoff batter aboard for Carolina. How many incredible softball players originate from Rhode Island, but Ari Rhodey certainly one of them. Over to third, and Hutchins records the first out. Productive out, as Shelter, she is standing batter's box. A rocket down the right field, wide, and that's fair. It'll bounce all the way to the wall. Go sign is on. It's 2-0 Gamecocks. Throw to third is not in time. A run-scoring triple for Ella Chansey, and it's 2-0. Number 2 in pinstripes and team captain.
that momentum we talked about, getting the leadoff runner on, being that spark plug, does a phenomenal job at getting inside this ball, sending it to right field, getting another RBI. We talk about those insurance runs and how important that they are, and big smile. And so at this point of the season, they're reaching the end, and got to be able to take care of yourself, take care of your bodies, but also stay focused to be able to withstand the duration of the whole entire season, not only physically, but mentally. And that bunt attempt or bunt show just allowed her to get to second base so easily with nobody covering.
Here's the squeeze, the toss home, not in time. 3-0 Carolina. Now the Gamecock, and the squeeze makes it 3-0.
And how about just playing textbook softball, getting this bunt down to the first base side. Borzilleri just can't get her hand on it. I think she would have had a really good shot at getting this out at home if she were able to shovel it in right now.
Insurance.
Insurance.
Runs.
Allstate did not pay me for the promo. I got to make that clear.
Another.
To be able to understand when the ball goes here, I got to do this, I got to do that, and be able to put a glove on and make a play.
A blue play into left center. That plates another run, and the RBI single for Abigail Knight.
It's first time through the order, only going 1 for 8. Second time, 2 for 9. Now 3 for 5. A triple, a walk, a sack, and how about this ball punched through the infield on a liner, scoring another run for the Gamecocks. That momentum that we talked about, that leadoff single, great for second.
You got 3 hits in the inning, a free pass, a couple of stolen bases, a squeeze play, and there's another stolen bag.
They're not wasting, continue to do it, but a lot of batters you'll see kind of show bunt, but they're not necessarily showing bunt. They're just trying to get their hands in a rhythm and find a groove to be able to time up the ball to the best of their ability. And she did not time that one well enough, Roy. It was. I love to see it.
Vinson, a shot to straightaway center. That ball is gone. How about it, Emily Vinson? First home run as a Gamecock.
We've seen what she can do on defense, and how about this yak straight to dead center field. This ball left all over the plate a little bit too much, and she just grips and rips, drives it straight to dead center field. A 3-run bomb by Vinson, and all the excitement from the coaches, from her teammates. Her first home run as a Gamecock, a 3-home run to put the game.
Fly ball. Ballpark's going to hold it. And to center is Allie Blum. Gamecocks score 6 to break it wide.
But the bottom of the lineup, those hits have been pretty scarce throughout the course of the weekend.
Here's Shelton. Not in time. Well, great hustle out of the box right away from Mitchell. This game 3 to have it in the first 2 matchups. Reisner hits sharply to Chansey, trying to get the lead runner at second, and she does. Well, she threw that ball right there from her knees. Call on the field.
After video review, the call on the field is upheld. That'll be the first out.
The last 2 shots started to create that doubt. Clark 0 for 5 coming into tonight, and 0 for 3 against a team that by many accounts should be in postseason play. Foul territory, and there it is. Shelton, the running grab. And the Gamecocks sweep away.
By Vinson at the bottom of the order, her first bomb of the night, and a sweep for the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Carolina gets it done. And another win in the books for head coach Ashley Chastain Woodard, with Sam Gress going the distance.